And we back! It is time to accept the challenge from the comment section. This one comes from Darkest Before Dawn, but he's got 3s for some of the E's, but not all of the E's? Okay. Hey, can you do the all or nothing challenge? Rebuild 2 teams, one in the East, one in the West. One of them has to be players that have won a championship. The other must be players that have never won a championship. Get them to meet in the finals to see who takes it. Thanks. Thank you to you, my boy, and thank you to everybody that's watching this video. The comment section is always open for new video ideas as I try to upload 5 times a week for the rest of the year. Obviously, I need y'all help because 2K22, you've been playing. Maybe you haven't because you like me. You feel me? It's hard out here. You feel me? So shout out to Darkest Before Dawn. Let's get into the challenge. One in the East, one in the West. So let's go ahead, close our eyes, or look over here, watch the baseball game, and stop in 3 and 2 and then 1. The Miami Heat is one team. It's one team. The Miami Heat are one team. The Miami Heat is one. See, Heat is singular. So it's Stormy. We're representing the Miami Heat for 1. The other team has to be a Western Conference team. We stop it now. Okay, so the Heat and the Pels, Let's get into it. Let's see what number pick we end up getting. The Pelicans have the first overall pick, and the Heat. Okay, so this is about to be like a. Wait, did I miss the Heat? Okay, 27. That's another rebuilder challenge. I rebuild 2 teams, one with the first overall pick, one with the last overall pick, how to meet together. Ladies and gentlemen, that's basically this one, but we might do it again in like a month where y'all forget that this video existed, because that's what I'd rather be doing. So we had the first overall pick with the Pelicans. That's probably gonna be Giannis. Maybe it's Luka. I'm not completely sure, but that matters because if we get Giannis the first overall pick, then that's going to be the team that has won a championship. If we get Luka, that's going to be the team without a championship. I'm recording this, and the Dallas Mavericks and the Warriors are still going at it. And right now, it is 2-0, so that lets you know how far in advance I be recording these videos sometimes. And this series might be over by the time you see the video. I literally don't know. The Heat and the Pelicans are the 2 teams. Let's see what we got on our Miami Heat. Paul George, not win a championship, 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 not win a championship. The list goes on and on and on. Okay, so this might be the team that didn't win a championship. For the 27th overall pick, this team sucks. Usually if you have a bad pick, it's like, we're going to draft young and build for the future. They drafted, I don't know, a little bit of both sides, Okay, let's go ahead and look at our Pels. We got Giannis. Okay, so this is our team that's going to be our championship team. They had the first pick and then drafted Giannis and Young. I don't know how I feel about that. Okay, well, let's focus on this team because, well, this is the team that already got the superstar. I think it's probably important that I make a short list of players that we could potentially get that have won a championship. I don't think we're going to be able to get Steph Curry or Kevin Durant, but hey, or LeBron, but hey, you know, Kawhi, I don't know. Those are really, really high overall there. Kyrie Irving, Anthony Davis. So those are like the top of the top that we can add to our list. And we got to see all of these dudes at 5-star value except for Bron and except for Kyrie. Interesting. What is our asset pool? I know I saw we had Tyrese Halliburton, which helps a ton, who's 4-star value. Sadiq Bey's 3.5-star value. D'Anthony Melton, 3-star value. Josh Christopher, 2.5. James Wiseman is on the team. Oh, they set us up. This is enough to hit a superstar. 1,000%. Which one do we prioritize? We got Giannis. I feel like Giannis and KD will be a nasty forward combination. Giannis and Steph Curry obviously would be dope. But I feel like I had Giannis and Steph Curry on a video like 2 months ago or something. So I'm getting rid of that. But these other people, yeah, possibility. New York Knicks for Kevin Durant. Let's see if we can snag him. KD and Giannis, man. When KD signed to the Brooklyn Nets, people thought that the future was about to be KD versus Giannis in the conference finals every season. We got it once and we never got it again. So I guess it's not completely over. It's not completely out of the realm of possibility that we get it in the future, but I'm also remembering that the contracts are never going to work for this. It's never going to work for this. Oh, okay, it would work if we did this. But they think they're a championship team and they don't want to change that. So Kevin Durant is probably off the board because once you have a team that's on the championship contender level, they basically are like, we're not trading you for no reason. I'm going to go after Kawhi next before I go after LeBron. Kawhi plays for the Denver Nuggets. Hopefully they're not a team that believe they can win a championship. Let's be honest, y'all. There's only a handful of teams that could potentially win a championship. So a lot of these teams be thinking they're going to be them. In reality, it's not. This is a ton. James Wiseman, Tyrese, D'Anthony Melton, Sadiq Bey at 2 firsts. Hey, you got to pay a premium to get elite level assets. And Kawhi Leonard, in a world where there is no injuries, Kawhi Leonard is elite. Elite. Now, the rest of the roster, we definitely balling on the budget around here in New Orleans. We balling on the budget because A, we don't have a ton of assets, and B, we don't have a ton of salary cap. So we got to find, we got to put together another list. We got to put together another list of players that, oh my God, this is a trade we got to do. I know Darius Garland has not won a championship, but that's like future asset Darius Garland. All right, get these players off my list. Let's go ahead and get to tier 2, tier 3 players that have won a championship that could potentially help us. And when I think about tier 2, tier 3, I'm thinking about like this and below. This is like tier 2, tier 3. Drew Holiday's contract's huge. We add him to the list though. When you really think about it, winning a championship has been dominated by the Golden State Warriors for the majority of this decade. So in order to get the people, Fred VanVleet, Fred VanVleet is a real good player. That's a really good player that we can add to our list because he's relatively cheap and he has won a championship. It's also storming here in Chicago. So if you start to hear water hit off the windows, that's what it is. Don't think that we got a leakage in the house. It's not that. It's not that we got a leak in the house. It's just overall the world is leaking. The sky is leaking. Yeah, the sky is leaking. That's what it is. $19 million for him. We could give you, we can't give you Darius Garland. That's like, we get a finesse if we give them Darius Garland. No. We will give you Chuma Okeke. We got to make up $13 million. Yikes. No. We will get Freddie, but we got to go get some people that are a little bit more expensive first. For me, the rain is therapeutic. I like to hear the rain bounce off my windows, but it definitely hurts when you're trying to film a video. I might be saying all of this. You might not be able to hear it at all, and I'm just talking into the void, but whatever. Oh, we did just do a trade to get in Nerlens Noel in the pick. Nerlens Noel is making like $8-9 million a year, so we can use that. Dorian Finney-Smith is making like $10 million a year. Okay, so those are assets that we add to our pool. Now we go talk to the Celtics again about Fred VanVleet because now we got better assets. Freddie's making $19 million. We will give you Nerlens Noel. We got to make up $6 million, and then we'll give you Dorian Finney-Smith, and then I guess we also give you RJ Hampton. You got to give us back your minimum contract, and that minimum contract still puts you over. Okay. We'll give you Bol Bol. Oh, we got to go fill out our roster. This is already rough. Let's go fill out our roster with like Taj Gibson. Yeah, you see $3 million. Gorgui Dieng. Yeah. Is Marc Gasol available? Nah, he retired anyway. So him being available is pretty true. He's enjoying retirement. But there we go. Now we go back to talk to the Celtics. Over there, who's over there? Brad Stevens is like, man, this dude will not stop calling my phone. Absolutely. You got something that we want, and I will pay a good price for it. We'll give you Taj Gibson. I know you want Taj Gibson. He's only 36 at this point. He's got a lot of. Are you serious? Are we being for real right now? The contracts match. This is are you finessing me? Oh, no, you're not finessing me because you said no. I'll give you a second. Boom, bada boom. I give you 2 seconds. Boom, we got a deal. Second round picks, cheat code. All right, so now we got a top 3. We're not counting Darius Garland. We got a top 3 of people that have won championships, and that's a dub. We don't need anything deeper than like an 8-man rotation because we have Kawhi and we have Giannis on the same. Did you know that we had Kawhi and Giannis on the same roster? I guess I'm trading for Trae Young. Can I get out of there without giving you the extra first? Okay, you want that first? We traded for Trae Young to throw Trae Young in a future trade. I don't know what it is because his contract doesn't kick in until next year, and we're very low on money. But hey, I saw an opportunity to get a 90 overall player, so I did that. There's gotta be a young superstar that has won a championship recently. JK, those don't exist. Luka could be it. He could be. I don't know how that series is gonna end. Actually, let me make a prediction, and then when this video drops, we'll see if I'm right. I think that the Warriors are gonna win Game 3. And then they gonna play terribly in Game 4. And then they smoke them in Game 5. That's my prediction. And we'll see how true that is. Yeah, bro. There's no like young superstar, young player that has won a championship. So how the heck, unless I do like this, right? And use this contracts to get like Anthony Davis. Is that worth it at that point though? I see Kyrie or Anthony Davis to fit this challenge. Which one would you rather have? Probably AD. If I had to pick, I don't have to pick. I don't have to make this deal. But if I had to pick, it'd probably be this one. But if we did this with like, we real life pigeonholing ourselves that the rest of our roster has to be like 70 overall players, I'll do that. I'll do that. Yeah, think about it. This is a big 3. This is a big 3. I mean, we just need, give us a pass, give us Ricky Rubio or something. A pass and point guard and we're going to be solid. Oh no, we can't have Ricky Rubio. He hasn't won a championship. Haha, forgot about that part of the challenge. Alex Caruso's won a championship. Add him to my list. He's not really cheap, making $8 million a year, but he's won a championship. Rondo has won a champ. Is Rondo about to be my starting point guard? Oh, that's kind of rough. That is extremely, extremely rough. Okay, well, I'm saying it's a possibility that Rondo is our starting point guard in this video. Patty Mills is just sitting in free agency. I guess I'll just sign you, Patty. That's the week. This is where we're at right now. We're looking in the 72 overall player thing, looking for Avery Bradley, who's won a champ. Avery Bradley, does he count as a champion? Because he was part of the, okay, he was a part of the bubble Lakers, but he didn't go to the bubble. So technically on his resume, it does say NBA champion. He just wasn't really there for it. Damian Lee is here. He has not won it. He was not a part of those previous championship Warriors teams. Okay. Well, we added a few people. I guess number one on priority list would be Alex Caruso. But again, I don't know with the $8 million. Can we even match that? Oh, they got Pat Connaughton and Dante DiVincenzo. Sorry, they got both of them boys. They want Bobo and Jose Alvarado and a first. I'm sorry. He's not worth the first. He's not worth the first round pick. You give us back Goran Dragic, but you want Patty Mills? Patty, I got to send you packing. Patty, get to packing. Like, be real, y'all. It has not been a ton of teams and players to win championships. So this is the harder part. The other team, when we don't win a championship, that's easy, bro. That's easy. That's like 90% of the NBA. But right now, this is the hard part. I think I just go a bunch of trade finders and be like, oh, that guy won a championship, and not really think too much about it because I have such top-end talent. I don't know if the rest really matters too much. This trade does not require us to give up Dante DiVincenzo, so we won't. Rondo is the starting point guard of a team that I am trying to win a championship with. That's just at the end. That's just interesting. That's the word I'm using. It's interesting. All right, so we have a team. This is basically Lakers, Bucks, and Warriors. That's what this team is accumulating. Like, we got Rondo and Dante DiVincenzo. We got Kawhi Leonard and Giannis and Anthony Davis. Start lineup. It's bad. I understand, but it's going to be okay. We got Dwight Howard, Iggy, Torrey Craig, Danny Green, Avery Bradley, Thanasis, because he was there. He was there. I don't know if he played, but he was there. Jordan Nwora, and then Patrick McCall, a guy that guarantees that you make the championship every single season. That's the team. I'm done with it. I'm done. I just spent 37 minutes on that team. So I think it's time for us to move on to the other team. And this one should be a lot easier. We're talking about people that have not won championships. That's 97% of the league. So we could just go ahead and rebuild this team normally. Like, come on, man. Karl Anthony Towns and Tyler Herro is a possibility. Damian Lillard is a possibility. James Harden is a possibility. That would be dope to get James Harden a ring or get him in contention. But I'm going with Bam and Jaylen Brown. Those are two guys who at this point have not won a ring, but they're fighting against each other to potentially go get a ring. I just realized that. But now they got to work together and try to help us get a ring here in Miami. Darius Garland, welcome to the team. I wanted him on the other team. We got him here. So Darius, Jaylen, and Bam are like our big 3. I like that a lot. We also got in Jonas Valanciunas in that trade. Like I said, this is like a normal rebuilding video, basically. Just make sure at the very end of it all, geez, that's a good trade. At the very end of it all, nobody on the roster has won a championship. There's Shea. We move Jaylen to the 3. Get a Jusuf Nurkic 2. I think we got to do that deal. I did see Brandon Ingram 2, but I'm going with Shea because he's the higher overall at this point at an 88. Boom, we got Jusuf Nurkic 2, who is probably going to get flipped for a 4. But, like, I'm liking our team already. I feel like Melo has to be a staple because he's one of the older players in the league that I want to see win a championship. So let's go ahead and get him in the possibility or in the world where he could. We could get 6th man of the year, Tyler Herro, and get Jeremy Grant to be our starting power forward. Again, that's not a bad trade. And that's the trade we're going to do. Tyler Herro's going to come off for a bench, something that the other team doesn't have. We're going to prioritize good players and depth on this one, while in the last one, the other team, we just prioritize depth over everything. So like I said, Carmelo, Boogie is a person that I should probably keep around too. They're going to be good backups even though they're older, but the rest of the team can go like Kevin Knox, what's your trade value? Probably 1.5 stars. Having a good backup point guard goes a long way, and Monte Morris is that he's one of the best backup point guards in all of basketball. Let me do this real quick so that stop bothering me. Star lineup looks like that. Tyler Hero and Bam are back in Miami. I didn't even really realize that as I was doing these trades. Melo, Monte Morris, Boogie Cousins. That's pretty solid. I do like Jeremy Grant a ton, but I'm just going to throw him in a trade finder just in case we can upgrade him. It is 20 M's, and we got Malachi Flynn in a second. Okay, and sometimes in this game, you got to completely forget about fit. Bam and Sabonis together probably doesn't fit the greatest. But if we going strictly off overall, that's amazing. I think that's pretty good. So we got maybe 2 more trades to do. This is like a speed run rebuild. Like, that's how easy it is to rebuild a team in 2K. When you got no restrictions, basically, because not winning the championship is not really a restriction. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting Jordan Poole. He's going to be a backup shooting guard because I don't think we had one of those. Oh, we do. His name is Tyler Hero. Okay, Jordan, I'm sorry. We got to flip you. What do we need? We need a backup small forward. And, backup small forward is like priority number 1. So, I'm sorry, Jordan. As much as we really like you around here, we got to throw you to a third team as we get a small forward. Who's going to be Keldon Johnson, who we're going to move over. And just like that, we got ourselves a team. Bada boom, bada bam. It did not take no time at all. Let's double check to make sure these guys haven't won a championship. No. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Why did I just double check on Melo? I know Melo ain't won a championship. Boogie, obviously not. Lance Stevenson, no. Armani Brooks, no. Delano Banton, no. And just like that, we got our 2 teams. We got our 2 contenders. We got this team and then the other team that not nearly as deep. What's going to win? The star power or the depth? We about to find out as we start simulating. Giannis on the Pels won MVP. Now, I have not looked at their team at all. I've been simulating on the Miami Heat, who are the 1 seed. I'm assuming since he won MVP, they also are like the 1 or 2 seed. Russell Westbrook won 6th Man of the Year. Giannis is also Defensive Player of the Year. DeJounte Murray wins Most Improved. And they won 73 games, tying the best record of all time. This is actually surprising to me that they're a 99 overall team because it is just 3 players and a bunch of like old farts. And they lost 9 games. I almost said 7. They lost 9 games. Anybody from Miami Heat getting on NBA appearance? 2 of them, Sabonis and Bam. We said they wouldn't be able to work, and they both worked greatly. They worked 15, 12 and a half, and 7. That's really good. And then 16, 11, and about 5.5 with a steal and 2 blocks a game. Bam, all defensive team too? Absolutely. The Pelicans have Giannis all defensive. Absolutely. So we built 2 really good teams. And I got to keep an eye out on both of them. I'm shortening the rotation on both of them to ensure that we're about to, go out there and potentially win this championship. I got to do the same. How do I navigate to my other team? There used to be a thing you just press this button, boop, 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 and it would change up top. Not anymore, I guess. How do I navigate? Oh, there we go. I got to go over to my staff, and now it's equipped up there. You see that? That's so weird, 2K. All right, so now I'm also, like I said, shortening this rotation to 8. Yep, I need 40 minutes from all 3 of those guys. Let's get it. We got right up top. I got to keep an eye on 2 different teams. We lost game 1 in Miami, but hey, we bounced back. Should I be worried about that Pelicans team? They lost a total of 9 games in the regular season. I don't even care who we going against. Can we just get dubs? Yep, 2 on both sides. 3 on both sides. Oh, snap. My boys are about to hoop. They about to find each other. It's Miami versus Brooklyn. It's New Orleans versus Dallas. Let's see. And this one we're going against Chris Paul. Not worried about him in the playoffs. Am I right, fellas? I love Chris Paul. He's my favorite of all time. Next, we got Zach LaVine. Those are the teams. We're about to beat each other in the finals pretty easily, bro. Those teams do not scare me whatsoever. Yeah, 3-0s. Boom. Challenge complete. Who wins? Let's find out, though. Let's see who matches up better. Doom, doom, doom. The good old classic, star power versus depth. Now, thank God we live in a world of no injuries because we got Kawhi and Anthony Davis on our team, and those guys get injured a ton. But in the world of no injuries, if they together and they hooping. You feel me? Here we go. Game 1 is a Heat win by a bunch. Yeah, the Heat win by a bunch. Just like overall, there's the retaliation. All right, there's a retaliation. Hey, at the end of the day, we win. There's no winner because we win it all. Bam with a triple-double in this win. He might win Finals MVP if they go on ahead to do that because triple-doubles are hard to come by. in the NBA Finals when you're being guarded by Anthony Davis. But just like that, you know, Giannis comes in with a 27, 13, and 4. And then Anthony Davis had 33 and 8. And then Kawhi had a little stat sheet stuffer if you look past his 6 for 17. Game 5 is pivotal. And just like that, the Pels win. And will we get a Game 7? I'm simcasting because I want it to be close. I want us to get a Game 7 for the sake of the video. Will we get it? We're about to find out. It's been close for the majority of it. It's been close. The Pelicans are up, and they win. Dang. And I ain't care who won, but I wanted to see that Game 7. The team with no depth whatsoever, where Dwight Howard was the 4th best player on the championship team. They won it. Look at the average age. The average age of this team. Jordan Rose was the young head at 23. But he didn't get no PT, as you imagine. You feel me? Giannis was basically one of the younger people in the locker room at 27. The other team had a bunch of youth. I mean, we had Melo and Boogie, who was upset, and Lance Stevenson, I guess, and George Niang, George Niang not old. He's only 28. But it was like youth versus old, pedigree versus none. It was a good video. If you got to this point, you had to enjoy. So leave a like, man. It helps the channel grow, and it helps me out a ton. Subscribe, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace.